Mr. Gray will see you now. He was really smart, very intense. To what do you owe your success?
I've always been good at people.
I have a natural instinct for what makes a person tick.
You realize that he hasn't stopped looking at you.
50 Shades of Grey is a film that captured the imagination of audiences worldwide, bringing a story of passion, complexity, and controversial romance to the big screen. The narrative revolves around Anastasia Steele, a young, intelligent literature student whose life takes a sudden turn when she meets Christian Grey, a billionaire entrepreneur with an enigmatic charm and an intricate, darker side. Their encounter begins as a simple interview for a college newspaper, but what starts as curiosity quickly evolves into an exploration of desire, trust, and the intricate dynamics of love. Christian Grey is not your typical leading man. Charismatic, intensely powerful, and impeccably polished, he embodies control and mystery. Yet beneath his polished exterior lies a man shaped by trauma, with a past that informs his unconventional approach to intimacy and relationships. Anastasia, on the other hand, is a symbol of innocence, intelligence, and emotional depth. Her journey is one of self-discovery, testing her boundaries while exploring the complexities of passion and attraction. The chemistry between these two characters is palpable, creating a tension that is both seductive and emotionally charged. The story delves into the world of romance with an edge, exploring themes of dominance, submission, and consent in a way that sparked conversation and debate among audiences. Christian introduces Anastasia to a lifestyle that challenges her perception of intimacy and trust. The story isn't just about eroticism, it's about negotiation, boundaries, and the complexities of human desire. Their relationship becomes a delicate balance between power and vulnerability, testing the limits of trust and emotional resilience. It is this interplay of attraction, curiosity, and emotional struggle that drives the narrative forward. Anastasia's growth as a character is central to the story. She begins as a naive and slightly awkward student, but evolves as she navigates the intense and often bewildering world that Christian inhabits. Her reactions, decisions, and internal conflicts provide the audience with a lens into the challenges of balancing attraction with personal ethics and self-respect. Every interaction with Christian is layered with tension, temptation, and the push and pull of emotional intimacy. This layered storytelling allows viewers to feel invested in her journey, understanding her fears, desires, and evolving self-awareness. Christian Grey's character is equally compelling. Behind his impeccably tailored suits and commanding presence lies a man grappling with his own emotional scars. His need for control in relationships stems from a complicated past, and the narrative gradually reveals glimpses of vulnerability that make him more human and relatable. While his demeanor is often intimidating, moments of tenderness, frustration, and vulnerability create a multidimensional character whose intentions and desires are continuously unpacked throughout the story. It is this complexity that fuels both intrigue and emotional engagement. The chemistry between Anastasia and Christian is not only physical, but also psychological. The story places emphasis on the power of connection, negotiation, and communication in intimate relationships. The tension, suspense, and allure of the romance are crafted with a mix of restraint and intensity, allowing audiences to experience the emotional highs and lows alongside the characters. The narrative explores how attraction can intertwine with personal growth and how trust can evolve amidst vulnerability and uncertainty. Visually, the story is presented with elegance and sophistication. Cinematic techniques highlight the stark contrast between Christian's controlled, luxurious world and Anastasia's more ordinary, grounded life. Lighting, costume design, and carefully crafted settings all contribute to immersing viewers in a world that is both glamorous and psychologically intense. Every frame serves to reinforce the emotional stakes, accentuating the tension, intimacy, and drama that unfold between the characters. This visual storytelling complements the narrative, creating an experience that is as aesthetically captivating as it is emotionally resonant. The supporting characters, while not central, play pivotal roles in shaping the narrative. Friends, family, and colleagues provide context, emotional contrast, and grounding for the central romance. Their interactions with Anastasia and Christian reveal dimensions of the main characters that might otherwise remain hidden. These secondary relationships contribute to the realism and depth of the story, highlighting the challenges of navigating a complex, emotionally charged romance amidst the ordinary pressures and expectations of everyday life. Themes of vulnerability and consent are explored with nuance throughout the story. Christian's unconventional approach challenges Anastasia to confront her own boundaries, values, and desires. The story highlights the importance of mutual understanding, negotiation, and trust, portraying a romance that is both provocative and reflective. This exploration adds layers of depth, transforming what could have been a purely erotic narrative into a psychological and emotional study of relationships, power, and intimacy. The evolution of their relationship is marked by conflict, compromise, and personal discovery. Moments of passion are interspersed with tension, doubt, and confrontation, reflecting the realities of human relationships. Anastasia and Christian must learn to navigate the complex terrain of emotional dependency, personal ethics, and desire, creating a narrative that resonates with audiences who recognize the challenges of love, trust, and personal growth. Their journey is one of exploration, testing limits while searching for understanding and acceptance. The soundtrack and score amplify the emotional and sensual aspects of the story, enhancing the atmosphere and deepening the audience's engagement. Carefully chosen music underscores moments of intimacy, tension, and revelation, making each scene more impactful. Music becomes a narrative tool, guiding viewers through the emotional highs and lows of the character's journey, heightening both anticipation and emotional resonance. The film's release marked a significant cultural moment, igniting conversation and debate about romance, intimacy, and the boundaries of cinematic storytelling. Its combination of narrative complexity, character depth, and sensuality made it both controversial and highly popular. Audiences were drawn not only to the story of Anastasia and Christian, but also to the broader conversation about how love, desire, and consent are portrayed on screen. The impact of this story extended beyond entertainment, influencing discussions in popular culture, media, and personal reflection on relationships. In conclusion, 50 Shades of Grey is more than a story of romance. It is a journey into the human psyche, exploring the intersections of power, desire, and emotional vulnerability. It challenges audiences to consider what they value in relationships, how they navigate boundaries, and what trust truly means in the context of intimacy. Through the compelling characters of Anastasia Steele and Christian Grey, the story captivates, provokes thought, and invites audiences to reflect on the complexities of love, passion, and personal growth.